You awake? Yeah, I couldn't sleep either. Okay, so don't laugh. Have you heard of a woman called Jael? So I was reading the Bible yesterday and I came across a woman named Jael. Like, I haven't heard of her before now, and I was surprised by what I read in the Bible. The Bible has so many stories that you just can't believe actually happened. Oh, nice hair, by the way. I hope you don't mind me touching the hair. I've been touching it for a while now. Can I play with the hair while I tell you the story, since neither of us can sleep? Okay. So it's about this woman named Jael. She might be one of the most badass women in the Bible, like legit, like movie level stuff. Okay, so ancient Israel, right? Can we use the Bible? And, let me go to the place it's located at. So, it started in Judges 4, 17 to 22, and you also see more on Judges 5, 24 to 27. So, let me start. I don't want to read the thing in total, but, so you'd understand the full gist of the story. Meanwhile, Sisera had fled on foot to the tent of Israel, the wife of Heber, the Canaanites, because there was peace between King Jabin of Hazor and the family of Heber, the Canaanites. Jael went out to greet Sisera and said to him, "Come in, my lords. Come in with me. Do not be afraid." He should be afraid. So he went into the tent with her. Biggest mistake of his life. Like, the biggest. And she covered him with a blanket. And he said to her, "Please give me a little water to drink, for I am thirsty." She opened a container of milk, gave him a drink, and covered him up. Then he said to her, "Stand at the entrance to the tent. If a man comes and asks you, 'Is there a man here?' say, 'No.'" Meanwhile, he was sleeping from exhaustion. "Is there a man here?" says, he was sleeping from exhaustion. Excuse you. Sorry. Habal's wife, Jael, took a tent peg. You know what a tent peg is? Those things they used to clip a peg to the ground. So it's quite strong because it digs into the ground. And she took a tent peg and a hammer and went silently to Sisera. Silently. And she hammered the peg into his temple. His temple, I think the temple is around here. I'm not too sure, but I think so. The head. And drove it into the ground, and he died. Like, that is a very interesting way to die. When Barak arrived in pursuit of Sisera, Jael went out to greet him, like nothing happened, and said to him, "Come, I will show you the man you're looking for." So he went with her, and there was Sisera, lying dead and with a tent peg through his temple. That day, God subdued subdue King Jabin of Canaan before the Israelites. The power of the Israelites continued to increase against King Jabin of Canaan and until they destroyed him. So that's the passage, basically. And let me explain. Let me just explain. So, ancient Israelites, there was a battle going on, huge and large, like a very big battle. And the Israelites were fighting someone called Sisera. He was a Canaanite general, actually. He was scary, like he was very, very powerful, like very, very powerful. And he had maybe 900 chariots also, like big horses and everything. But guess what? God has a way of, humbling people, and put it like that. The Israelites were obviously afraid of this man because, he was known, he was powerful, he was scary, basically. And God said, you know what? It's a woman that is going to subdue you. I like how God uses women in the Bible. Like, he uses people you would not expect, actually. So guess what? The Israelites are winning. Deborah, a prophetess rather, and a man named Barak led them into battle, and Sisera, this big general, he ran away. He ran away. Why? So he fled the battlefield, runs for his life, and then what? He thinks he's running for his life. No. And then he finds a quiet little tent. It belongs to a woman named Jael. That's how you'll be running for your life and just unfortunate, fall into something that will finally end it. That's just so bad. She welcomes him in, gives him a glass of milk to drink, thinking, okay, I could relax, I'm safe here. Even comforted him with a blanket. And he was like, okay, let me sleep, I'm safe, I'm calm. And he felt what would have happened. I'm with a woman, So, plot twist. Okay, I read the Bible says it's not plot twisting, but regardless, he lies down and he falls asleep. And Jael, she picks up a tent peg and a hammer. She walks up to him because he was sleeping. He was tired from exhaustion and everything. And in one silent, calm, and deadly move, she drives the peg through his head, right into his temple, and pins him to the ground. And just like that, the feared general is gone. So, I mean, that's surprising. So, there's this line: most blessed of women be Jael, the woman who drove the peg into Sisera's head. I think you'll see that in chapter 5 of Judges. Yeah, the Bible is quite interesting, actually. It is, because I started reading my Bible, last year, and I got to understand things better, because most times I relied on just what I saw in church, and that's not just enough, actually. It's not enough. So I hope with this story, I doubt you would be able to sleep. I really, really doubt it. But regardless, I hope it will help you, because no matter what, if God is on your side, you would win. So this is the end of my ASMR, and I will put the Bible verse I read this from Judges. I read it from Judges, actually. And Judges is quite an interesting book because it shows how after the struggles of escaping from Egypt and finally landing into somewhere, so that the Israelites can take what belonged to them or what God had promised them. They started fighting and God was just showing them that I am with you. I've been with you all this while. I'm not leaving you. He was showing them in different ways, and it's just a way of comforting you. So this is the end of my Bible story, and hopefully we'll see you again this week. Bye.